Hi guys, welcome to a new video. So today we'll review another replay from Warcraft 3, and this time we are finally moving to another race, and that will be the Night Elf. So in this first game we are playing against this Russian guy. Of course I can't read his name, but he's playing with the human race, and he is in the top right corner of this map. I'm in the bottom left corner with the orange Night Elf, and I don't actually remember, it's a long time ago actually when I played this game. Like a month ago or something, so I don't know if this was my first game with Night Elves or maybe like a second one or something, but it's the first one that I saved, so that is what we are taking a look on now. And I think I will do the usual opener with Demon Hunter, then probably some archers. We go for Naga Savage and then Dryads into Bears. The Naga Savage is not like a requirement for the second hero. Usually you want to go Demon Hunter first, but after that you can do either Keeper of the Growth or of course the Naga, or you can also go Panda. Yeah, so there is definitely multiple options, but I just kinda leaned towards the Naga and stayed with that for majority of the games, I believe. Also, yeah, this was definitely one of my first games because I wasn't doing actually Ancient of War creeping yet, so I just placed my my barracks here instead of near to the camp right here. To help me creep that, so we will have a little bit slower start. Yeah, it was probably my first game, so I didn't really want to bother with that. I probably just tested the build order maybe like in one game against AI and then just went straight into the multiplayer, so we were going a little bit slower, but at least you will see something a little bit more relatable if you are also starting with Night Elf, even though the Ancient of War is nothing like too crazy. You can definitely learn it quite quickly, but yeah, it won't happen in this matchup. So yeah, my opponent is going for actually Mountain King first, so quite interesting opener. Also he already has one footman here in the middle, meeting with my Wisp Scout, that I also send here kinda late, but it's okay. We are finding some information and my hero is already out. I'm wasting some time here, probably focusing on the Wisp, yeah, so once again, not the best opener, wasting lots of time, but the important thing is that my Wisp is going this way and we'll see the enemy, who actually managed to pull these guys away with a swordsman. Yeah, looks like he's definitely kinda experienced. He knows how to do these things, yeah. Split the camp, kill the healer, now he goes for the golem who doesn't cast spells anymore because he returned. And that's like a small function or bug, whatever we want to call it, where it stops casting abilities, so he's utilizing these things. And I actually decided to not go creeping, but I decided to rather go harass him with mana burn. So we burned him here once. I don't know actually what talent he chose, but now he already has level 2, so he will definitely have Stormbolt. He can stun me here. He does that. He tries to surround me a little bit, but he doesn't have enough units, so that won't really work for him. I mana burned him once again. Killed us footman here, and I will even steal one of his creeps. But he managed to buy the Shadow Priest, so now he has healing, which will be really useful for him, and he also has more experience, so not the worst opener for me, but we didn't actually achieve much. The main thing here I'm trying to do is just stall the game a little bit, try to get to tier 2 in the meantime. Of course we need some more Moonwells, yeah, and eventually get to the Bears, as I said. He's getting a tower at home, arcane wall that I managed to stop, so kinda good. We also see that he's also going for tier 2. Here he has some peasants, maybe we can get at least one kill there, which we did. And he teleported here and he nicely blocked me, and it was really well played by him. I was able to mana burn him here, but we have to teleport away and we will... Actually I managed to cast Shadow Melt, so we didn't lose an archer there. So yeah, still on level 1, but we stopped arcane vault, we forced him back into his base, he wasted teleport. Also, as I said, we killed one of his footmen and stole one of his creeps, so not the best opener still, but we are getting at least somewhere. The main thing now is to catch up on the levels ideally, so we'll have to kill some of our own creeps, or we can go harass him again, but I just don't think we can really kill him. The archers just won't provide enough damage, I think, and if he also gets defense upgrade for his footman, then I will be doing literally 0 damage to him. He can really easily surround me with the Stormbolt, so it's just really risky to go there. And instead I decided here to go for some neutral skills. At home I'm going for Hunter's Hall now. I think you want to start it like 50% construction process of the Tree of Life into the Tree of Ages, so like the upgrade, yeah. So you get it at the exact same time and you can immediately go to tier 3. And here we have the Ancient of Wonders, which is the shop for the Night Elves. So there we can buy different items that are quite useful. You can get a staff that you can utilize. You can use it with one hero to teleport the other hero home, or just any of your units immediately and save them like that. At tier 3 you can also buy the Orb of Venom, which is really important. And you can also buy an item for I think 50 gold that can turn on night for some time, which is really good for Night Elf because then your Moonwells are regenerating the mana, and you can also turn your units invisible with the Shadow Melt. So overall really useful. Maybe it even gives you some other buffs, not actually sure right now. But yeah, we are utilizing the Moonwells, healing our archers that are like really low, also getting some stats for our resources for our hero. And here we can see that actually the enemy is expanding, so that was probably his plan right from the beginning. He's already a level 3, I am only level 2, but here I bought the second hero and now we have kinda strong army. We have 5 archers, double hero. Demon Hunter is not level 3, that's not ideal, but it's still okay. And we have Nagasi, which probably with the Frost Arrow, which is used to slow down the enemies so they cannot kite away from you. He also actually built a farm here so we can buy new mercenaries without coming there, but we managed to stop the expansion. We'll even get some kills on his peasants, and now he's coming, but he actually doesn't have that many units. He has 2 mercenaries, actually 3 mercenaries now, but I have the mana burn. But then unfortunately he stormbolted me, he tried to surround me, he failed. I have my Nagasi, which is a little bit too much in the front, so we might actually lose her, but I managed to kill one priest there, yeah, but unfortunately he killed me there, probably with a stormbolt or something. And here I just casted Shadow Melt on everything, and yeah, unfortunately here he managed to surround me, so once again I cast the Shadow Melt, but I think he will reveal me here eventually. I tried to get away a little bit, remove the Shadow Melt, so maybe his units will follow my archers instead, but he was on hold position, so they just stayed there and I wasn't able to escape. Actually that wasn't Shadow Melt, that was Cloak of Shadows that I got. But yeah, now they started and now he revealed me, and unfortunately here I don't have anything, so he will kill my hero and actually get level 4. So now he's really ahead, like by a lot. And I'm still resurrecting my first hero or second hero, Naga, and now also I have to resurrect Illidan, yeah, the Demon Hunter, and we are just really falling behind. Well, he also already got a second hero now, which is the Blood Mage, so he wants to transfer more mana to the Mountain King to cast even more stuns. He also bought some items here to regenerate HP and mana of combat, or just over time. And yeah, now I have only level 1 Naga. We have a few Dryads now, actually finished both of my lores, Ancients of Lore, and I started producing the Dryads, plus also I get the Abolish Magic, which is used to dispel some buffs and debuffs, or just buffs actually overall on the enemies. Here's already transferring the mana, immediately stuns my Naga, and he tried to surround there, but we were able to escape. And I'm just trying to utilize my buildings. I have these strong trees in the front, they can actually hit the enemies, so there's some nice damage bonus for me. And overall I have some nice paths between the buildings where I can just kite away. I can of course utilize the Moonwells at my home, and overall this shouldn't be actually that bad position. Unfortunately here I didn't use this Moonwell and he was able to once again one-shot me with the Stormbolt, and it's not looking like good at all. Yeah, he has 2 full HP heroes, decent amount of units, I am low on everything. Now I resurrected my hero, but it's only level 2, he's immediately draining my mana, and it's just not looking good at all. But fortunately I'm producing lots of Dryads, and Dryads have actually a really good DPS. They also have poison, so it deals even more damage over time. And I'm just focusing his units down immediately, and now he has only the heroes remaining. And as you can see, I'm actually dealing enough damage to them, and producing more Dryads and also hitting them with the trees idly, that I was actually able to force him away. And now he has 2 almost dead heroes, so now it's completely turned around. He doesn't really have any more units. He was building some infrastructure, I guess, or something. And he's on 25 food while I have 43, so even though it looked like I'm basically dead and he would win there, I was actually able to turn it around just with the production of the Dryads here and constantly shooting him. And now actually made 6 Dryads in total, plus I still have at least 1 archer here as well, and I have both of my heroes alive again, plus now we are killing some neutrals here that he actually put on me. But he's now also utilizing Zeppelin, so I would say another indicator of him being actually quite a good player, because I wouldn't say that newbies are utilizing Zeppelins. I also don't utilize Zeppelins. So yeah, that's probably something to keep in mind. Here he actually used Book of Death here to summon some skeletons. I think I could have just removed them with the Abolish Magic, but I probably didn't realize that. As I said, it was probably my first game with Night Elf, so didn't really get too much used to it yet, but just with the damage we are able to get through them quite quickly. And here I managed to do some nice damage to the Black Mage, but he still actually escaped. I don't know, maybe the poison is removed if you enter the Zeppelin. Looked like that, but I'm not sure. Here he actually left the Zeppelin, stunned me with Stormbolt, but I was able to still survive. Hopefully I will heal now before he one-shots me again. And we are reproducing, of course, our Demon Hunter on level 3. And finally I started getting some bears, because we have already Tree of Eternity, which is the level 3 of our main building. He has only level 2. And that basically means that I can not only create the Roots of the Claw, we can already create them on tier 2, but we can get the Master Training here, which is important because then you can turn them into the tanky bears with like almost double HP. And just really tanky overall with still decent damage. Plus we have all the giants behind them, so that will be like really strong, and that's the main composition we want to achieve here with the Night Elf, of course. But yeah, for now we'll just wait for the Demon Hunter to produce, join our army, and then we can go for something. Of course, even during this time I could be creeping with the Naga. That would be definitely way more optimal. But right now we are on 48 population, basically staying at that 50 mark approximately. He's on 40 now, so a little bit behind. He didn't remake the expansion. I think that was his biggest mistake maybe, because he wasn't producing units anyways. And he was keeping heavy pressure on me, even killing heroes and things like that. And now if he would have resources from the expansion, he would be able to produce units, and with these leveled up heroes he would be totally fine. I'm not sure why he's destroying his own farm here, but okay. He actually doesn't have population and he's still destroying his own farm. I think that was a big enough gap. Yeah, I don't know what was that for, but okay. Definitely seemed like it was intentional. Maybe he just wanted more space here, I don't know. But he's making immediately new farm. I'm going for this camp on the shop, kinda late, but still good to get some experience here, and also new items I believe that you can buy there. And I also already have Orb here, and now I picked up the Greater Healing Potion for my Demon Hunter, so he shouldn't be dying as much anymore, hopefully. Unless he just one-shots him here, but I use the potion. And here we have a nice skirmish. The Nucher's Buster hitting me a little bit. My bear is rooted here, but I kited away with my low HP Dryads, and I'm just dealing so much damage to his units. With everything I have here. He's trying to build a shop in the front line, but that would be good if he would push me back and then set up something here. But since I'm winning the fight, and now I also have the AoE hit with the Chain Lightning from my Sea Witch. I have it on level 2 actually already, because my hero is level 3. I was able to deal some insane AoE damage. I also teleported my Demon Hunter back with the Staff of Preservation, which is the item from the Ancient of Wonders. Immediately heal him up on the Moonwells, regroup, and we are still on 46 population, so we can go for a push. He's only on 32. He has 2 heavily damaged heroes here. Not sure if why he dropped the belt. But he was maybe using some items and it's better to leave it, but he should definitely have it on the Mountain King and not the Blood Mage. Once again he picks up the heroes with the Zeppelin. He's coming back to his base, but he really doesn't have any units. Really low on resources. And I mean, my army is also not the biggest right now, but we have 2 more bears coming from here. Third one producing. Now I'll finish this camp, maybe buy some new items again. And yeah, we have 3 bears now, 4th one coming, 3 Dryads, and an Archer. That's like a almost perfect army in terms of what we can have with the 50 population. Basically spending all the gold we have. Yeah, here we both... maybe Town Portal I didn't have, I'm not sure, and then we bought the Scroll of Healing, which is also really good. AoE heal for all our units. It's not necessary, since you have the Rejuvenation from the Roots of the Claw, but it's still good to have some extra AoE instant healing, but it's not like he would have any AoE damage. Yeah. It would be actually better for him against the Chain Lightning I have on the Sea Witch. Now we started making some Spellbreakers, which is actually quite good. I think you can't even attack them with Dryads. plus they are immune to the magic from my sewage, but I can still hit with her the backline of the rifleman, plus we of course have all the bears and the demon hunter, or the basic attacks of the Naga sewage to deal with the spellbreakers, so overall they shouldn't be that big of a problem, and he has only 3 of them. Making 4-1 now, but it should be fine. Nice AoE damage again, focusing down this guy. Also the posing from the Jedi's actually slows down the enemies, so it's even harder for them to kite away. Might even under kinda overextended here, so that's not ideal, but we have the town portal, we have the Staff of Preservation, we have rejuvenations, so it actually shouldn't be that big of a problem. I'm immediately casting the rejuvenation here, you can see down here in the status buffs, and he actually is gaining more HP than losing, even though the enemy is hitting me with basically everything. I also targeted down the Blood Mage, probably casted even more rejuvenations, and even though I lost 1 bear here, overall it's actually looking pretty decent. He of course drained all of my mana, but we should tear through the enemies. Actually he managed to kill the Demon Hunter, so not ideal, but we killed the Blood Mage, so now it's 1 hero down on both sides. I leveled up my sewage to level 4, so now he has only 1 more level on his hero that he is now alive. I probably shouldn't be focusing like Blacksmith here, but we are just trying to take down everything eventually. I didn't scout the expansion for quite some time now, so if he actually had that, it would be much harder. Maybe he would won, but fortunately he didn't do that, and he didn't have many units either, so that's kinda good. He's on 27 population, we are on 56 now. Actually decided to go over 50. We are reproducing the hero anyways, we are just pushing the last bits of the enemy. Now here with 4 bears, 5 Gerards and 1 archer together with the sewage. Here he actually will drop on my hero, but just with the 2 spellbreakers and 1 mountain king, but it's enough. Yeah, he has level 5, which means he has level 3 stormbolt, and it's just strong enough. Now he also has blood mage here, and he's dealing some really heavy damage, and of course he has enough mana for another stormbolt, and even though I was already like almost 30% HP, he just one-shotted me there. So I lost all of my heroes, but fortunately I still have a huge army here of 5 Jedi's and archer, and also 4 bears, and this is of course still an insane damage. Now he ran out of mana, but he still has the blood mage, so we can transfer it if he doesn't lose the blood mage. He actually casted banish to avoid some damage. And I'm definitely losing something, but I'm also utilizing the rejuvenation, so overall it's not looking that bad. We have 2 more Jedi's again. This bear is still getting healed, and now of course if you have so many Jedi's focusing a hero, there is no way he can survive that. He actually bought 1 item there to bolster his durability. Now he entered the Zeppelin, but I immediately focused it down, and now we focus the hero, and even though I lost 1 bear there, I was able to take down the Mountain King, and that made him call it GG. So I think pretty interesting game. I'm not sure if we can check the time here, 18 minutes, so I think a little bit even longer than usually, but still nothing too crazy. But I definitely think it was pretty interesting, especially for one of the first games. He actually produced 8 more units, but we managed to kill way more, yeah, 23 more units, so that's a lot. He produced 5 more buildings, but of course he has farms, so it's kinda understandable. We raised 4 buildings, he destroyed 0, and largest army has 62, he was only on 44, so he never even reached the 50 mark there. In terms of heroes, he definitely killed way more. He was killing my heroes all the time, but in total the experience actually isn't that big of a difference, only 400 difference, and the levels together on the heroes are actually the same, 8, yeah, 5 plus 3 is same as 4 plus 4, so I think this was actually kinda balanced, even though of course level 5 hero is probably more valuable, because you can have your one of your abilities, your main ability on level 3, so that's of course the most important thing. He also obtained way more items, he was spending lots of resources on that I think, plus he probably killed maybe even more camps. He also hired those mercenaries there, and overall resources were basically the same. He had 500 more gold there. I had definitely way more lumber, but probably didn't need it. I had more tech percentage, but I also lost some gold to upkeep here, so overall I think resources are kinda balanced, heroes as well. He actually produced more units, but we just had better micro with units, and we really nicely utilized the buildings there and our base overall for the defense, where we totally turned the whole game around. If he at that moment where he was pushing me expanded, or even didn't push and just expanded, yeah, he would probably win that, but it was a bad decision making from him and it costed him the game most likely, so yeah, I definitely don't mind that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Of course, more Night Elf gameplay will be coming now. I already also have some games prepared for you with Undead, which will be the next race we'll take a look on, but definitely right now we will see many games with the Night Elf race, so you can definitely expect that. So yeah, definitely let me know in the comments if you have any feedback, questions or whatever, and I will see you in the next video. So take care, guys.